wondering how long the train will be stopped, an issue top of mind for some people living in one of the southernmost points of Pinal County.
Now, Marana's missile-based community telling KGUN 9 in recent years trains have been blocking the way in and out of their neighborhood more frequently and for longer periods of time. KGUN 9's Marana reporter Madison Thomas investigates.
The missile-based community isn't like some neighborhoods with lots of ways in and out. Missile-based road is by far the main route. So when residents say the train stops, blocking the road for over an hour, they say it's an inconvenience, but safety is their real concern.
We don't want something tragic to happen for change to come.
Jennifer Campbell, who has lived here since she was 2, was one of more than 10 neighbors who shared their concerns with me, each with their own story.
There's a feeling that they don't really care.
I was late so many times to work that my boss gave me a t-shirt that says, "A girl that loves trains."
Kyle Campbell lives here. He's also a local first responder.
It's a concern for emergencies for this community, for any kind of health issues for the residents, or if there's an actual fire.
I asked the fire department here about the train delays. Avon Valley Fire says they have stations on both sides of the tracks that have provided services without delays. But Kyle Campbell worries it's just a matter of time before there's a problem.
I've had multiple incidences where I've seen ambulances and fire trucks trying to come in and out of the community, lights and sirens, and they are blocked by a train.
And he's not the only one. How many of you guys have seen emergency vehicles there stop?
With lights on.
With lights on.
I fear that it's going to take something drastic, like a death or some sort of huge thing to happen before someone's finally going to pay attention to us.
These neighbors are stressing their concern isn't waiting 5 to 10 minutes.
That's normal and going to be normal. We don't mind that. What we're talking about is the extended time, the hour over an hour, that's getting more and more often.
And more often, some take one of the other ways out, using Parklink Drive. That's about 25 miles out of the way.
The issue with that is there's a number of times where they're blocking this entrance and exit and also that entrance and exit.
Kyle Campbell says there is one other way out, but it's through private property.
It's going to be a rough, bumpy, just bad road, and for most people that don't know the area, I don't know if they could even find their way through that direction.
So what can be done? State regulation by the Arizona Corporation Commission says railroad equipment shouldn't block public crossings for more than 10 straight minutes, unless it's continuously moving or the blockage is caused by wrecks, mechanical failures, or other emergencies. However, there are no federal laws in place. The Arizona Corporation Commission says federal law takes precedence. They sent a statement saying they are working to alleviate the issue, adding in part, federal courts have ruled that states cannot enforce blocked crossing regulations because it interferes with interstate commerce, and that any complaints regarding the issue should be directed to Union Pacific and/or the Federal Railroad Administration. Those I spoke to say they have reached out to Union Pacific.
We're trying to go about it the right way, but ultimately, like I said, I fear that it's going to take something big for there to be change.
Union Pacific declined an interview but sent a statement to KGUN 9 saying, "We recently made changes to how cars move across our network to better serve our customers and quickly move their goods, keeping the supply chain fluid. We know this can be frustrating for residents to use the other access point and are working to keep impact to a minimum." In the meantime, neighbors are still waiting for a solution. Reporting near I-10 and Missile Base Road, Madison Thomas, KGUN 9.
In 2023, a bill was introduced to limit lengths of trains operating in the state to 8,500 feet, which is a little over a mile and a half.
The bill died in the chamber last year. A similar bill with bipartisan sponsorship was introduced, and that bill also died in the State House.
Madison is our Marana reporter. If you've got a story idea for her, scan the QR code right there on your screen to get in contact with Madison. She's just one of our 18 reporters covering all of southern Arizona.